Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of A Drink to the Past Reviews a Random Movie. Today's beer of the week is Sullivan's Brewing Company's Black Marble Stout, which is an Irish dry stout, quite similar to Guinness. I've had this one before. It's also brewed in Ireland, which is what caught my eye in Ye Old Beer Store. And so I thought I'd give it a go. And it's a little more differenter than Guinness, but I mean, if you like Guinness, you're going to like this. This is a solid stout. I'm going to let that settle for a minute because it's also got a nitro widget like Guinness does. So that's good. We likes the nitros. Today's movie was called Obsession, which is a horror film about what if a love triangle was a horror film. Sort of. Basically, the main character guy makes a magic wish to make a girl fall in love with him, and then things slightly go more and more horribly awry through the film as you realize that having somebody who's 1,000 times more in love with you than they have any right to be can lead to some questionable things. He has a kind of an interesting character arc, wondering if the love is real or if it's just superimposed on her through the magic wish, which is just a kind of an interesting moral quandary that is kind of never discussed in any kind of magic wish sort of. I don't know. I guess that's kind of a weird subgenre of storytelling that I haven't seen anything explore it in quite the way that this movie does. Kind of an interesting take on it. Definitely worth a watch. It's just enough of a slow burn, but it's interesting enough throughout the slow burn that you're not like, oh man, when are they going to get to the good stuff? It's also got an interesting thing that I can't quite put my finger on why I like it, where I don't always like this kind of thing. For example, something I really hate in any kind of dramatic movie with a big comedic emphasis is that there's often a weird disconnect between the comedy bits of the movie and the drama bits of the movie, and it'll just kind of be like, yeah, we're just shifting between, we can't intermingle at all. And this film kind of takes some of these, morally interesting ideas or some of these scarier moments within the filmography, and sometimes it'll just flip it on its head and just it's not quite taking itself seriously at a moment's notice. But the shifts are done in such a way with particular attention to the timing, I think. Again, it's hard to put my finger on exactly why it works in this movie where I don't feel like the same thing would work in a lot of movies. So, recommend this one. Go check out Obsession. And back to the beer of the week, because I didn't give it a rating because I was waiting for it to settle down because nitro. Yeah. It's similar to Guinness. It's like different, but it's not different enough for me to be like, yes, this is the reason why it's different. Good beer. Whatever I gave Guinness on a scale of 3 to 17, which is probably, I don't know, a 12. It's above average. Decent beer. Check out the movie, check out the beer. Go beer.